Thank you for joining today. My name is Carolyn, and I'm going to be reviewing the mind-body connection today. So just a disclaimer before we get started in the presentation, this information is being provided to increase your awareness. It's not intended to be medical advice. If you believe that you may have a medical condition or have specific questions regarding your health, see your physician. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Thank you for joining. Today's topic is about mind-body connection. In today's session, we will review what mind-body connection is, lifestyle practices that support your overall health, and some real-life applications you can start implementing today for a healthier you. We hope that you leave today's session with a better understanding of how you can make a positive impact on your health, not only through nurturing your physical body with food, but also the importance of sleep, movement, exercise, and mental well-being. So understanding the mind-body connection. The mind-body connection refers to the dynamic and continuous interaction between mental processes, such as thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, and physical functioning within the body. Rather than operating as separate systems, the brain and body communicate through complex networks involving the nervous system, endocrine system, and immune system. Modern research demonstrates that psychological stress can suppress immune function, while positive emotional states can support healing and resilience. Real-world examples include athletes using visualization techniques to enhance physical performance, or even patients practicing relaxation exercises to manage symptoms of high blood pressure or even irritable bowel syndrome. So understanding that mind-body connection empowers us to view health more holistically, recognizing that mental well-being is not separate from physical health, but rather it's an essential component of it. Historical and cultural perspectives on mind and body. So throughout history, many cultures have recognized the close relationship between mind and body long before modern science provided evidence. Ancient healing systems, such as traditional Chinese medicine, emphasized balance, energy flow, and the integration of mental, physical, and spiritual health. Practices like acupuncture, yoga, and meditation were designed to restore harmony within the whole person rather than just treating isolated symptoms. In contrast, Western medicine, particularly from the 17th century forward, often adopted a dualistic view, which is separating the mind from the body and focusing heavily on physical mechanisms and disease pathology. While this approach led to significant medical advancements, it sometimes overlooked the role of psychological and emotional factors in health. So over time, limitations of this separation became apparent, especially in managing chronic illnesses and stress-related disorders and even pain. So in the 20th and 21st centuries, scientific research began to reconnect these domains, supported by advances in neuroscience, behavioral medicine, and psychology. Studies on stress, placebo effects, and psychosomatic conditions highlighted how expectations, beliefs, and emotions can influence physical outcomes. Today, integrative and holistic health models combine evidence-based medicine with mind-body practices, reflecting a return to earlier wisdom informed by modern medicine. So let's take a look at how biological mechanisms link our mind and body. So the brain and nervous system connect our thoughts, emotions, and physical responses. The central and peripheral nervous system processes information and sends signals throughout the body, while the autonomic nervous system controls functions like heart rate, breathing, and digestion. So when we perceive stress, the sympathetic system triggers a flight or fight response, increasing tension and alertness. In contrast, the parasympathetic system supports rest, recovery, and balance. So while stress responses are biologically driven, they're also modifiable. So practices like slow breathing, relaxation, and mindfulness help regulate the nervous system and support long-term physical and emotional health. So in short, acute stress is short-term and proactive, while chronic stress is prolonged, draining, and damaging both physically and mentally. All right, and it shows there acute stress, chronic stress, what the differences are. Car swerves into your lane, that's going to be acute stress. Things like ongoing financial worries, that's going to be that chronic draining stress. Positive emotions. So, as we've seen, emotions like fear, anger, sadness, and joy are accompanied by changes in heart rate, breathing, muscle tension, and hormone release. Fear may produce rapid heartbeat and shallow breathing or even muscle tensing. In contrast, positive emotions like joy, gratitude, contentment are associated with lower stress hormone levels, improved immune function, and faster recovery from illness. Research in positive psychology shows that people who regularly experience positive emotions tend to engage in healthier behaviors and demonstrate greater resilience. Keep in mind, emotions are signals, not problems. So when we listen to them with awareness, we really gain insight into what the mind and body need to stay balanced and healthy. Emotions are experienced by the whole system. What we feel influences how the body functions, and how the body feels influences what we think. Now that we've talked about how the mind and body truly work together and how our thoughts and emotions and stress responses can directly affect our physical health, I'd like to shift our focus to what we can actually do about it. The good news is that there are everyday lifestyle practices that can help maintain and even improve that mind-body health. So when it comes to the mind-body health, sustainable change isn't about doing everything perfectly or everything all at once. It's about those small routines that fit into real life, especially on busy or stressful days. Gentle movement helps regulate mood and reduces stress. So if you're transitioning between tasks or locations, do 30 to 60 seconds of movement. Balanced meals. Add one healthy item at a time. Keep healthy foods close and avoid skipping meals. And hydration. It matters for both mental clarity and physical health. Check in between tasks or locations. Keep water visible and on hand. And attach to existing habits that you have. Sleep plays an equally crucial role, supporting memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and hormone balance, and also physical repair. So chronic sleep deprivation is associated with increased stress reactivity, weakened immunity, and a higher risk of mental health disorders. So spend the last 30 to 60 minutes before bed doing calming activities, such as reading, stretching, listening to relaxing music. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, including weekends, and limit screen time before bed, at least 30 minutes before bedtime. Try and power down the phones, the tablets, the TV. And also, social connection is another key foundation. A quick check-in, a shared laugh, a supportive text can meaningfully reduce stress hormones. So when stress strikes, consistency matters more than intensity. Small tools used often can add up. So mindful breathing, try to 2 to 3 minutes. Inhale for 4 seconds and then exhale for 6 seconds. Short breaks, Stretching, stepping outside can really reset the system. Stress builds when the body stays in one state for too long, whether it's sitting or focusing or trying to push through without rest. So take those short breaks. Labeling emotions, I'm feeling overwhelmed, can reduce intensity. When you say, I feel overwhelmed or I'm feeling anxious right now, it activates the part of the brain responsible for reasoning and lowers the stress response. So a helpful way to think about this is I'm feeling stressed rather than I am stressed. And pausing to reset. Drop your shoulders, take a breath, check your body. Those small coping tools practiced daily can help build resilience. And now reflection. So to close, we want to reflect on how you're feeling mentally and physically and why that matters as you leave this presentation. Self-awareness really involves noticing internal experiences, sensations, emotions, and thoughts, and understanding how they influence one another. Developing this awareness helps individuals recognize early signs of stress or imbalance before they escalate and get out of hand. So reflection practices like journaling, body scans, quiet contemplation create space to observe patterns over time, including the triggers that increase tension throughout the body. These reflection practices offer support that help to restore balance. Just as important, self-awareness is cultivated with curiosity and kindness, recognizing that mind-body responses are adaptive signals. Over time, this practice builds trust in internal cues and supports small, meaningful adjustments that promote lasting well-being. So before we wrap up, we're going to take a brief moment for quiet reflection. This isn't about fixing anything or doing this right. It's simply a chance to pause and notice what's happening in your body and in your mind. Right now, what does your body feel like? Where do you feel stress first? How does your body say it needs a break? And what helps your body shift from stress? So, awareness is that first step in supporting our health. Even small check ins like this can help us respond to our bodies with more care throughout the day. So, I just want to take a quick moment as we wrap things up to review some of the digital wellness offerings we have available. Mindful Mondays, it's a guided mindfulness session to start the week off right. It's every Monday at 12:15. There's wellness emails. These are monthly tips and resources, event information, and then also challenges, quarterly and focused on physical activity, nutrition, and well-being. So there's a QR code there that you can use to get that information. And also just some resources neighborly for low cost to no cost resources in your area, and also health coaching. You can schedule an appointment by calling Geisinger Health and Wellness at 866-415-7138 or by emailing wellness@geisinger.edu. So thank you again for joining us today. Hopefully this was helpful and you have a better understanding of that mind-body connection. So thank you for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.